Hi everyone, your job today is to start planning your narrative about Traction Man, and in this video I'm going to show you how to plan. So your planning sheet is broken down into each section of your story, and the first section is the story opening, and it tells us to ask our readers a question. Now it's got to be something to do with the story. So the question I've asked is, have you ever left your toys alone in the garden? Okay, and then after that I need a sentence that tells my reader what the story is about. And I've not written in full sentences for this bit. Okay, I'm going to do that in my writer. I've just written a few words to remind me what I want to say. So this story, Traction Man and saved toys in garden. When it comes to my write it, I'll turn that into, this is the story of Traction Man and how he saved the toys in the garden. Once I've got my story opening, I need to move on to my who, where I describe the characters. So I've said Traction Man is brave hero, tough and strong. He saves toys, danger. Helped by friendly scrubbing brush. Again, I've not used full sentences, but I have included the interesting adjectives and vocabulary that I want to use in my narrative. Once I've planned the who, I need to plan the where. So I've started my paragraph with one bright morning, so it tells my reader what the morning was like, what the day was like. And then I've told my reader where Traction Man and Scrubbing Brush are at the beginning of the story. So one bright morning, Traction Man, Scrubbing Brush, relaxing in the garden. That's what they're doing. That's where they are at the beginning. And the planning sheet tells me I need to use my senses to describe. So I've said they could see dolls playing in the beautiful flowers, and they could hear the birds singing. So my reader really gets an idea of what it's like in that garden. It's peaceful, it's calm and relaxing. Then my next paragraph is the where next. Traction Man and Scrubbing Brush need to go somewhere now to move the story forward and make it more exciting. Suddenly, they heard a loud splash. Traction Man jumped up, ran to the small pond. Okay, so a splash, he's going to go to the pond to see what it's like. When he arrived, he could see a doll splashing in the water and crying for help. So Traction Man started in the garden, and in the where next paragraph, he's moved to the pond because something is happening. Then next, I'm going to need to plan my problem. I'm going to need to say what's happened to the doll. Who pushed her in the water? How is Traction Man going to rescue her? That's the who helps. And then I need a final paragraph to say where last. Here are some top tips to help you with your plan. Use your collected sheet to help you with words and ideas for your story. Use Miss Barclay's narrative that I gave you last week for ideas. You don't need to write in full sentences for a plan, but you do need to use interesting adjectives and verbs.